Ravi lived in a village nestled at the foot of a mighty mountain. The mountain was known as the Peak of Vera. No one had ever climbed to the top. Ravi, however, had a dream. He wanted to conquer the peak. He wanted to stand on its summit and touch the sky. Ravi trained every day. He ran up hills, he climbed trees, he practiced on smaller, safer cliffs. He knew the mountain would be a difficult challenge, but Ravi was determined. He believed in the power of persistence. The villagers often saw Ravi training. They admired his spirit, but they also worried. The Peak of Vera was treacherous. Many had tried and failed. Still, Ravi continued. He knew his dream was worth fighting for. News of Ravi's dream spread through the village. Many villagers expressed doubt. The peak is too dangerous, they warned. No one has ever reached the top. Some villagers even mocked Ravi's ambition. They called him foolish and reckless. Ravi listened to their doubts. He understood their fears, but he also knew his own heart. He believed in himself. And he believed in the power of persistence. He would not be deterred. Ravi would climb his mountain. Ravi's parents worried too. They knew the mountain's dangers. But they also saw their son's burning desire. They saw his unwavering determination. So they supported him. They gave him their blessings. They told him to be brave and to be careful. Ravi began his ascent. The first challenge was the terrain. The mountain was covered in loose rocks and scree. Every step was treacherous, but Ravi was patient. He moved slowly and carefully. He remembered his training. The second challenge was the wind. As Ravi climbed higher, the wind grew stronger. It howled around him like a wild beast. It threatened to rip him from the mountainside. Ravi held on tight. He remembered his father's words, "Be like the mountain, strong and unyielding." The third challenge was the sheer cliff face. It rose before Ravi, smooth and impassable. It seemed impossible to climb, but Ravi refused to give up. He remembered his mother's words, "Where there's a will, there's a way." Ravi searched for a way up. He found a narrow ledge, barely wide enough for his fingers. He clung to it with all his might. He inched his way upwards. Finally, after days of struggle, Ravi reached the summit. He stood on the Peak of Vera, victorious. He raised his arms in triumph. He had done it. He had overcome the mountain. He had proven the power of persistence. The view from the top was breathtaking. Ravi could see his entire village below, nestled in the valley. He could see other mountains in the distance, stretching out like a rumpled green blanket. The sun shone brightly, and the sky was a brilliant blue. Ravi had never felt so free. He had never felt so proud. News of Ravi's triumph spread through the village. The villagers cheered. They had doubted him, but he had proven them wrong. He had shown them that anything is possible with persistence. Ravi's journey inspired them. It gave them hope. They realized that they too could overcome their own challenges. They just needed to believe in themselves, and they needed to never give up.